Yo. So, all right, check it out. This is crazy. I know. Can you believe this? Joe Biden, after saying all this time he was not going to pardon his son, he's up for the rule of law, and this is his commitment and all of these things, he pardons his son, Hunter Biden. And we all know about Hunter Biden. We all know about the laptop from hell. We all know about every little investigation that was being done on him. And then here he goes pardoning his son. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this the guy that was calling Trump a horrible person because he said he was going to pardon us, the J6ers? I mean, I could guarantee that our pardons are in the bag now for sure. I already knew that it was going to happen, but this like kind of solidified it, which is amazing to me. To everybody that is just tuning in, can you please do me the favor of liking this video, sharing this video, sub if you haven't already. If you're on X, repost this. So we're about to get into some things, but before we do, I need to play this because YouTube, Facebook, you know, they like to copyright people. So fair use claims, this is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. All right.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Let's go ahead and get on into this, you guys. First, Exhibit A.
Pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear and I said no.
Okay. We go back to the first question of the briefing. I know you said not a lot's changed since yesterday and that it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Again, you've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute the sentence for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
Second one, would the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear and I said no.
Okay. We go back to the first question of the briefing. I know you said not a lot's changed since yesterday and that it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
All right.
You've also said several times that the president would not.
All right. So here you go. You done heard it. You done heard it. This is every press conference when they ask about the pardoning of Joe Biden's son. No. But here he is pardoning his son. Am I for Trump? Yes, I'm a J6er. All right, just to answer this question. Sorry about that. Don't know what the hell happened there. My bad. I'm back. To answer this question in the chat, yes, I am for Trump. I'm a January 6er. Came home in February. Yes. Okay. I am definitely for Trump. Big Trump. Okay. Ecstatic that he's back in office. So now we got to ask ourselves a question. Is anybody shocked that Joe Biden lied? I mean, seriously, is anybody shocked that he lied? I mean, we got this. I'm not shocked. Check this out.
Democratic presidential candidate Joseph Biden today faces a controversy. 3 weeks ago at a debate at the Iowa State Fair, he used phrases identical to those delivered by British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock.
Biden seemed to be claiming Kinnock's vision and life as his own.
Why is it that my wife, who's sitting out there in the audience, is the first in her family to ever go to college?
Why is Gladys the first woman in her family in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
My ancestors who worked in the coal mines in northeast Pennsylvania don't come up after 12 hours and play football.
8 hours underground and then come up and play football.
It's because they didn't have a platform upon which to stand.
There was no platform upon which they could stand.
The notion that every thought or notion...
Yo, this man is biting everybody. I shared this back in 2020. Okay. I shared this back in 2020, but I had to do it again just so you guys could see the hypocrisy of this dude, man. He's a liar. He's a biter. He says what he needs to say to try to get people to sway. That's it. Joe Biden has been a crook. He's been a liar. He's been all of these things, man.
Or idea you'd have to go back and find and attribute to someone, I think is, quite frankly, ludicrous.
The problem here is that Senator Biden told his audience he'd just been thinking about these things, and he failed to give any credit at all to his famous British speechwriter.
You know, I was thinking on the way over here. Now, that's a little too much because, as you point out, what's behind the words? What's there? And a lot of people, the rap on Biden has always been that it's just a surface.
I should have said, to paraphrase Neil Kinnock, it's the only time I didn't. All the times I've ever used it.
But CBS News found a tape of a second instance.
It reappeared in the New York Times with a new charge, that Biden had appropriated a famous litany from the late Robert Kennedy about what the gross national product cannot measure.
It cannot measure the health of our children.
The health of our children.
The quality of our education.
The quality of their education.
The joy of their play.
Or the joy of their play.
Biden gave Kennedy no credit. He has also quoted or paraphrased John Kennedy, Hubert Humphrey, and British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock, all without credit.
Joseph Biden admitted today that he committed plagiarism when he was in law school. He said it was a mistake, but that it was unintentional.
He quoted 5 pages of someone else's work without proper citation.
I've done some dumb things, and I'll do dumb things again.
He did do some dumb things. He had Hunter Biden, then raised Hunter Biden in privilege, and then let Hunter Biden be a weirdo. We seen the laptop. I'm not going to get too big into it because, you know, they'll get hit with misinformation. But if you want to see some gross stuff, then go look up the Hunter Biden laptop report. I would love to share it with you guys on here, but you can't because I would definitely get flagged. Maybe I'll share it on pill.net. If you guys want to go over to pill.net and create an account, totally free. Maybe I'll cover that later on tonight so you guys can see exactly what's on that laptop. Just want to let you know it's gross. And dude is... You know, he's a 69 God. You know, for those of you not familiar with that, Kendrick Lamar, shout out Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, that's what Hunter is. So we'll keep this thing rolling.
Was given an F.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been dumb.
To the political community in Washington, it all seems of a piece. Plagiarism at law school, plagiarism on the stump.
The great communicator. Strike that. The great imitator.
You don't steal verbatim. Or when you do, as he did 99% of the time, you give credit.
Biden's critics say he sells himself as a man whose words and visions can inspire a new generation in politics. But if the thoughts, phrases, and visions really belong to others, it's a form of false advertising.
Senator Joseph Biden may have more explaining to do.
The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and, in fact, ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class.
Well, look at that. What a shock.
3 degrees.
What a shock.
And that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Damn,
Joe Biden
son.
ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
That's a shocker, isn't it? That's a shocker. Biden lied. Can you believe it? Biden lied his whole political career. Are you serious? I can't believe this. Why didn't anybody tell me that Biden lied his whole political career to get to where he was at and to get people to think that he's just this nice guy? You know, I can't believe he's just such a liar. I can't believe he actually pardoned his son. Can you believe that? He said he wasn't going to do it. He said he wasn't going to. He also said he liked black people. We found out that was a lie. You know how we know that was a lie? The 1994 crime bill, which targeted African Americans, black people in this country overwhelmingly, took a lot of fathers out the home. You know, I'm just saying, this is a fact. This is a fact. You could be upset about it if you want to, but this is a fact. Okay. You know what else gave it away? When Kamala Harris got on stage at the debate and called him a racist. That also solidified my belief that Joe Biden is a racist. It's probably the only thing that Kamala Harris said that was true in her little run that she had. I'm just throwing it out there. When Democrats tell the truth, it implicates other Democrats in being pieces of shit. Just saying. Just throwing that out there real quick, man. Take with it. Take from it what you will. Yeah. And in no way am I talking about you viewers. If you happen to be a Democrat, you're not a piece of shit. The people that you support are. And I love you. Okay. We want unity. If you're a Democrat and you're watching, love you. I'm glad you're here. Stay, appreciate you. You guys are great. Okay. So, yeah, let me go ahead and enter some of these questions real quick that I'm seeing. They all borrow and steal. Yeah, that's true. That is true. A lot of them do borrow and steal. What's up, my brother? How you doing? They hope they don't get caught. Pilled, P-I-L-L-E-D, pilled.net. Go there. The account is free. It's an American-made platform. Freedom of speech, totally. I'll never get banned over there for saying the things that I want to say, which is why I do it. So, yeah, you could go there. It's free. Everybody go check it out. Pilled.net. There's a lot. There's got to be a lot mire than the gross stuff about dealing a little. Yeah, facts. He lied about being top of his class. Yes, he did. I can't so crooked. Damn. Yes, 100%. He lied. Yep. My lie. You know the thing. Yeah, exactly. You know the thing. Yes, facts. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Pill.net up on the screen. That's it. All right, so why am I making this video? Why am I even talking about this? Well, because I'm a January 6er, bro. I'm a Jan 6er. I was locked up in DC DOC with all these other brothers who they lied on. People like Joe Biden lied on these people and called them white supremacists, the biggest threat to America that we're faced with today. Called them the T word, Osama bin Laden's, those. He called them those. And it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, y'all. And then he gets upset when Trump says that he's going to pardon all of us. Him and everybody on the left had something to say. That would be wrong. That would be whatever, all the little phrases that they use, calling us trash and garbage and all these other things. But yet you just pardon your son who's literally implicated in being a R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? If I could say that, an R. Kelly, let me see. Who else? An Epstein, He's implicated in being these things. He's also implicated in, foreign dealings with people who he shouldn't have had dealings with. Crooked deals, doing things that are not right. All right? Just not right. Now, people want to get mad about it and try to defend this. Now, I would understand you want to make the argument, say, well, that's his son. He should pardon his son. And shit, I'm with you. I understand. If I was the president of the United States of America, my son got caught up for something, even though my son is a piece of big pile of piece of shit, I'm probably going to pardon my son. I feel that. I'm not mad at you for pardoning your son. I'm mad at you for lying, saying you weren't going to pardon your son, and then talking shit about President Trump going to pardon all the January 6ers. That's where I got a problem. And Trump's black press secretary has something to say about this later on tonight. So if you guys want to see that video, it'll be up. That's all I need you to do is like and share this video. Get this thing out. Give me 1,000 views on this joint and 1,000 likes, and I will share it. I will share it. All right. You're not going to want to miss it. So then we move over. We move over, and we're going to go right here. This video is a little longer format. I'm going to pause it in between. And we're gonna just hear it out. So I want you guys to hear how many times. Now, this is the news. This is the media, our trusted source of information. These lying motherfuckers. I want to share it. I want to share it for you so you can see it. Say, oh, what you say, bro? You say, or are y'all just bringing up morality because he do drugs and have? No, that's not it at all. You must not have seen what's on that laptop. He's the diddler, bro. He's the diddler. The president's son is the diddler. All right. I'm not going to get too deep into it because I don't want to get banned. If you look into it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. It's shit that, if put it like this, if Hunter Biden was to go to prison and they found out the stuff that was on his laptop, this is what would happen. You know what I'm saying? Right? Just like that. Just like that. That's it. Plain and simple. I'm just going to leave it there. All right? But moving forward, check this out. All the times that the media has lied to us, you guys. Let me put this one full screen for y'all. I'm going to stay in the background.
The presidential promise to put the law before family.
I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Lying ass dude.
Letting the world know that he will not wipe away the decision of 12 of his son's peers.
Was asked directly, and he has said he wouldn't pardon his son if he gets convicted.
Let's wait and see what happens if he loses.
Yeah, but I mean,
he called it. I can't believe Wallace just came out and said that, because he's a big piece of shit too.
he said it.
He's going to get pardoned by his dad. There's no question about that.
He told the truth.
The president has ruled out pardoning his son.
She be lying. Look, she got fake hair in her head. She be lying. I don't trust women that wear fake hair. I just don't. You're lying to the people as soon as you wake up. As soon as people see you, it's a lie. Your hair isn't like that. Your hair isn't that long, lying ass.
Major commitment from the president.
I don't trust her because she doesn't have a top lip.
Accepting the outcome of the trial and also pledging not to pardon his son.
So the challenge for him is really to continue to live up to his values when it was really personal, and he did that today.
I don't trust her just because of just everything. Just look at her.
It seems like a pretty normal, straightforward answer, but it takes new weight when we see what Trump is saying about the outcome of his trial, what we're hearing from other Republicans who say they don't accept the jury's verdict here in New York.
The contrast is profound. To sit there and say, well, I'm not going to intervene in the legal process, and I wouldn't pardon my son. One side, Democrats and Joe Biden protecting the justice system. And on the other, Republicans and Trump protecting Trump.
You see what I'm saying? I can't stand liberal white women. Just so y'all know that. I can't stand you leftist white women. I don't like you, okay? I don't. You're not welcome here. You can leave off the channel if you're a liberal leftist white woman. You can leave. Don't stay.
Current president of the United States has so much respect for the law that he has said he would not pardon his son. I mean, again, it's all about the contrast.
President. She looks like a lizard. I don't trust nothing she says. She looks like she's wearing a skin suit. It's a lizard underneath.
Biden saying, I will respect whatever this jury decides, versus
right.
Donald Trump after he was convicted on 34 counts, saying the entire system is rigged against him.
Their latest attack has been that Joe Biden has politicized and weaponized the DOJ, right? That was the whole argument around Donald Trump's conviction. And this week, of course, Hunter Biden was found guilty, and Joe Biden has very clearly said he would not pardon his son, he would not commute his sentence. How stark is this difference? I mean, how can Republicans keep making this argument now that Joe Biden has really put it out there?
Yeah, he really put it out there, all right. You know what else he really put out there? That he's a damn lie. That's what he put. I wonder what they will report now. I'm about to watch CNN and MSNBC and all these. I'm about to watch all of them today and see if they're saying, hey, I bet you they're going to try to cover for him. I mean, come on, guys. It's his son. This is his son we're talking about. Who wouldn't pardon their son? And we agree. Like, I'm a real dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. If my son got in trouble, I would pardon him if I was the president. For sure. But I would tell the truth about it. I'd be very blunt. You guys know I'm very blunt. I'd be like, listen, if my son ain't going down, I'm pardoning my son off the bat. As soon as he would have caught the case, I'm off the rip. I'm pardoning my son. That's just me. But Biden got to lie because he thought he was going to get a second term. So I stand for the rule of justice and the rule of law. Yeah, you thought you was getting a second term. So now that you ain't getting a second term, you just like, you know what? I'm pardoning my son, dog. This was the plan the whole time. I was going to wait till my next term in office to do it. But since I ain't got that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pardon my boy. That's what's happening right now. And he knew that Trump was bringing in some people that was going to slam his little ass, boy. No pun intended, because that's what would have happened when he went to prison.
Where's Hunter? And he stood there in a courtroom, flanked by his family, and he's accepted his sentence.
He is not pardoning his son. Which he could do. These are federal charges. Right. He is not doing that. He is not doing it because he is living what it means to have a rule of law in this country. Yeah. And it isn't, I mean, if you want to know if he believes it, you could actually see what it.
Okay. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He looks like he's wearing those glasses that people wear for comedy. You know what I'm talking about? They got the nose on it with the mustache. He's just missing the mustache. He needs it, though, because he doesn't have a top lip either.
It's happening with his own son.
The president, Anderson, has been really clear that he is going to accept the outcome of the trial no matter what happens. So,
okay, I don't trust her or Anderson Cooper. I don't trust her because she's probably opposition working for the CCP. Yes, you can make that whatever you want to. You could say that you shouldn't have said that, Cass. You're being, kind of the R word. But I'm not. I'm just saying, why would you be on the side of Biden? And then Anderson Cooper, we know you lie, bro. You stand in deep ass puddles to make it look like it's flooding. I've not forgotten. I have not forgotten. No one will ever forget if they watch this channel that Anderson Cooper lied about a flood by standing in a deep pothole to make it look like it was raining horribly.
Joe Biden's gotten asked about, talking about law and order. He's gotten asked if he would pardon his son. He has said no. On the other side, you've got Donald Trump, who has said that he will pardon the January 6th insurrectionists.
There it is.
They're not even his sons. They're just sons of bitches.
Look at that. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Her thick ass accent. Why don't you go back to where she needs to be deported? And I don't trust her, by the way, because she's on The View. You can't trust nothing on The View because their point of view is skewed. It is so far left that they can't see right. Okay. They are horrible. I don't trust her. I don't even remember her name. I just call her the bitch with the thick accent.
Washington said, I am not running again because he understood the self-restraint was absolutely essential to this country. So you don't have a king. He did not pardon his son. He did not order the Department of Justice to say, don't prosecute my son. So impressive.
Could have ordered.
Oh, here we go. Miserable Reed. Miserable Reed, we can't trust you. It's not because she wears fake hair, which she does. She puts on wigs and tries to culturally appropriate by putting blonde hair in her head, trying to look like a white woman. But I don't trust her because she lies a whole bunch. Oh, look at her. That's the face of a liar right there, y'all. That's the face of a liar.
The justice.
She got that Cisco, that thong song. Remember that? That thong, 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 thong. She got the Cisco going on. I don't trust you.
Department to halt the prosecution of Hunter Biden, according to this court. Everyone understands he's a decent man.
I think Joe Biden has a chance here to stand up for the rule of law, to say the law is the law, no matter who it is, no matter.
I don't trust her, y'all. Y'all see that hair? Look at that. Have you seen her face too? She looks like she's the type of woman that gets frustrated with kids and then takes them for a drive in the car down by the lake, if you know what I mean.
It's Trump or Biden. And remember, part of Trumpism's dangerousness is that it tears down institutions, important institutions of our democracy. So there's an opportunity here for Biden to say, the jury found him guilty. This is how it's supposed to work. Period, paragraph, end of story.
She matched that so horribly. Her hair does not match her glasses or her lips. Her lip color. She should have did something with her lip color. I don't really know too much about how women are supposed to do their makeup, but I know that to my eyes, that looks wrong and she can't be trusted.
Have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
As I said last week, I will accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process as Hunter considers an appeal. The president said he won't touch it. He said he's not going to pardon his son.
There it is. Look at Joyless Reed. Miserable Reed. Look at that fake ass hair she got on. Your hair ain't that long. Her hair says, look, let me tell you something about Miserable Reed. She's so bald headed she could roll her hair with rice. Okay, you can't trust somebody like her. Why you got the bald head and then you gonna wear the wig to try to cover it up? Be proud of your hair or lack of.
And it seems that Merrick Garland let it go through. How can the Justice Department be weaponized against Trump when all of that is happening?
Democrats stand for the rule of law. Remember, law and order. And we've been saying that Trump's not above the law. Hunter Biden's not above the law. No one is above the law.
I don't trust him either. He got picked on in high school. You could tell by his voice, his whole demeanor, the shape of his face, everything. It's just wrong. And to answer your question, no, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. LL Lewis, bro, I'm telling you right now, if you look into it, all the stuff they found on him that they suppressed the laptop, bro. They suppressed it. Everything that's on that lap, bro, he should be gone. He should be put away. All right. I'm telling you, look into the laptop, bro. Look at the contents of the laptop and then talk to me.
And it is amazing to see the stark contrast between how Democrats handled today and how Republicans handled this whole thing over the last couple of weeks.
For years, these conservatives have been crowing about a politicized Justice Department, Biden politicizing it, and so on.
I don't trust
What happened
him.
today? The Justice Department convicted the president's own son, his only living son. You heard the president say he would accept the outcome of the case. I know no other word for that, but presidential.
He even went so far as to say he wouldn't pardon his son.
I don't trust neither one of them because they look like they want to kiss each other. They look like the same person, except one is black and the other is whatever the fuck that guy is. I don't know what he is, but they look alike. Look at them. The glasses, look at the nose shape, look at the lips. It's the same person. It's the same person. Just this is for entertainment purposes right now, guys. Just so you know, YouTube, I don't really think that they are the same person, but they do look alike. Just want to point that out so I don't get banned.
That's how much respect he has for the system.
The president has said that he will not pardon his son. What did you think of that?
He looked like he about to lie right now. Look at him. You see him? He looks like he's about to lie right now. His face and everything. He was thinking about like, what lie should I tell? Look, watch.
I thought it was extraordinary. I mean, it was a moment of just moral clarity on the part of Joe Biden, and couldn't have been in starker contrast to the way.
Sorry. What crime did Hunter commit that's on the laptop? I've seen the vids. Unless the female was a minor, what crime was there? My brother, you don't know? You don't know which ones were the minor? Because there's multiple. It's not just one. They're definite minors. Definite. It came out. And yes, see, now you're onto something. You got to look into it, bro. Look into it more.
Donald Trump has handled his own conviction.
He could still pardon him. He said he won't do that. All of that conduct, given that it's his son, is kind of, we should pause for a moment and think about how unbelievable that is. In a million years, if the shoe were on the other foot and Donald Trump was facing the prospect of his son being prosecuted by a Biden, if I had been held over, a Biden holdover or Obama holdover prosecutor, not in a million years would that have happened. So, some of the people on the right, the people who support Donald Trump, are trying to cast this as some clever ops program.
Yeah. Hunter Biden was found guilty by a jury of his peers, just like Donald Trump, because this is our justice system at work. The divide here is stunning, and it's a great reminder that one political party remains committed to the rule of law and the other doesn't.
Joe Biden.
Okay. Right now, at this point in the video, everybody, I would love for you to do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. All right. If you're here watching this and you're enjoying this content, hit that like button. And if you really love me, give me a share. All right. Help me battle the algorithm, guys. I need you. Do that for me right now. Take a second. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to stay on screen, man. Screw it.
He has already proven he's willing to stand up for the rule of law in a way that we could all never imagine Donald Trump to do.
Pretty emphatic over the last few days that he does not plan.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Did y'all just hear that? Another lie. Why you got to lie, my brother? Why you got to lie? All right, we're going back full screen.
And to pardon or commute his son. What that really is him saying is, I don't plan to use the powers of the office, the powers of the presidency, to provide private relief for my family. In a sense, he's staking out a pretty bright line between being, as he says, a president and a dad. And that's not just an emotional expression. He's in effect saying, I don't think that I don't have a right, even if it's legal, and God knows it must be tempting, to use this power in a way that is not available to so many other Americans facing similar kinds of struggles.
Which means he lied. That means he lied, okay? He threw the rock and hit his hand. That's what he did. That's what he did. He lied. He did what Democrats do. Black people, we love you. We're going to help you out. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do that for you. Just vote for me. Gets voted in. Hey, black people, I know we said we was going to do this, but the Republicans said we can't. That's what happens. They blame everything on the Republicans. They're racist, guys. The Republicans are racist. They won't let us help you. They won't let us give you a hand up. Sorry about it. Sorry. That's my Obama. You know what I'm saying? Obama. Listen, I'm not going to do anything for the black community. I'm not the president of blacks. I'm the president of America, but I'm going to do everything I can for the gays.
There's a kind of old school sort of flinty core to his conception of how you are to be in the system, how you are to be as a person, a moral person, and ultimately how to contend with questions of power. One of the things that anybody who spends time around Joe Biden comes to know is that he's had this long-running focus on how much he is bothered by abuses of power.
Well, look at that. Look at that. Joe Biden is bothered by abuses of power, which means he hates himself. He hates himself.
Verdict, no matter what it is, and that he has ruled out pardoning his own son. Contrast that from what we hear from Donald Trump. And again, we have to underline in no uncertain terms, President Biden saying, I will accept the outcome. I will accept what the jury decides here. That's the way our legal system works. And no, I will not pardon my own son if he is convicted.
And
you seen that? You seen all them people on there shaking their heads? Yes, especially the brother over there in the corner. Yep. Massa say he's not going to pardon his son. And I agrees with Massa. I know Massa's not going to pardon his son because Massa wouldn't do nothing. Like, Massa's a good man. He's a good man.
Contrast is so clear in terms of decency and principle and transactional guidance in terms of how you view the world.
It is still a...
I don't trust that guy for obvious reasons. I don't trust him for obvious reasons. That's the same guy. Looks like he's wearing them glasses, but his voice is what gets me. His voice. I know he said he's not going to pardon his son, but is this an example for the world? Example for the world.
Good day for the United States that this conviction is a prime example of the way our judicial system is supposed to work. Even President Biden saying in a statement that he would respect the outcome of this case. Those words so completely contrast with what his opponent now.
See, I don't trust her. With ears that big, you should be able to hear the truth and not tell lies. You've heard the truth time and time again, and you still on here telling lies.
A convicted felon himself continues to say about the U.S. courts.
The contrast to how Trump has behaved, how Trump has treated the rule of law. This was a good day for the system, good day for sort of America as an example of how the rule of law should work.
President Biden.
Hey, that's an example. You heard him, right? Joe Biden is an example of how the rule of law should work. Pardon all the J6s. That's all I'm saying. Pardon all of us. Give us a blanket pardon for every crime ever committed. Just clear us up. Matter of fact, I would like an award. I would like an award for being an outstanding black man in this country that went to our nation's capital and was locked up with what was deemed the most violent and terrible people in the world, the biggest threat facing our country today, a whole bunch of just extreme white supremacists. I had to live with them for so long, and it was so hard because they were so racist. I want an award. Can I have one?
Told David Muir that he would absolutely accept the verdict, whatever it was, and that he would not pardon his son, regardless. And today he said the same thing in a statement. Meanwhile, you know, Donald Trump comes out and calls the justice system completely unfair. What do you think of that contrast?
There's the contrast of two different men.
Here is Joe Biden, who has lost a son who served honorably in the armed forces, who now has basically said, I will sacrifice my surviving son's future. I will allow him to serve a prison term if that's what's determined, because that is what the rule of law demands.
The president announces that he will not pardon his son. Do you think ordinary Americans give enough thought to...
All right. That's enough of that. That's enough of that, you guys. Well, so what have we learned? What have we learned today? I mean, something that was already pretty much known by all of us, that Joe Biden is a lying-ass dude. The news are some lying-ass people. They don't care about telling the truth. They only care about making the person that they support look good on camera. So they say all these things that are not true to, boister this person up, lift them up in front of the people like they're some great individual when they're not, And again, this is why we love Trump. This is why we love Trump. Trump came out on campaign before he even got elected, said, look, I'm going to pardon all the J6s. Pardons sound nice, don't they? They sound good. He said it. He's letting people know, look, this is what you're voting for. I'm going to pardon the J6ers. I'm going to do mass deportation. I'm going to lower inflation. I'm going to get prices back on track. I'm going to drain the swamp. I'm going to clean all this stuff out. We're going to expose these corrupt ass people. This is why we like Trump. He's telling you what he's going to do. He ain't sugarcoating nothing. Yes, I'm going to pardon all of them. All of them are coming home. That's what he said, which I don't think everybody should get a blanket pardon. I'm just throwing that out there, but it's not up for me to decide. That's up to God. You know what I'm saying? Whatever God puts on Trump's heart to do, that's what Trump's going to do, and that's what we're going to run with. But Joe Biden, my man, you lie. You just lie completely, just all the time, just lies. You've been lying your whole life. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Just come out. You're about to be out of office anyway, and just come out and say it, but clear your name before you leave office, bro, and be like, listen, I had to lie. I had to lie about everything because I needed to get elected and I couldn't get elected on my own merits. So I had to lie. I had to make all these promises to people. You see, I got my eyes closed. That's how he always is. I had to lie so I could get in there and do all the things that I had to get richer. I had to make sure that my family, was rich. I turned my son Hunter, who was a crackhead. I turned him into an artist and he sold paintings to people anonymously. Anonymous people bought them paintings for prices that Da Vinci couldn't even get. I mean, I had to, though. Just come out and say that. Just come out and say that. You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You got Jean-Pierre up there. That damn woman, man. Her job is cut out for her. I go hard on her a lot, but think about if you had to be President Biden's press secretary. That's a rough job, especially being a black woman with hair like Krusty the Clown. It's hard. I don't blame her for, having to go out there and lie to the people. It's rough. Biden's press secretary. Oh my God. Oh, you got to cover up so much stuff, so much. And now you're a liar for the rest of your life. People are going to look at you and they're not going to think Krusty the Clown or Sideshow Bob. They're going to think liar. You're President Biden's liar. You stood at that podium and you lied repeatedly to the people. I mean, your career is done. I hope they paid you a lot. You got to get a job somewhere else now. Maybe a talk show host or something. So you could tell, go on The View. You can go on The View, Jean-Claude, whatever the hell your name is. I don't even know your name like that. But you should probably try out for The View. I'm hearing they're going to be hiring soon because The View's ratings plummeting after, that big ass girl with the thick accent. What's her name? Anna Navarro. Yeah, she lies a lot on there, and she's about to be taken off. But no one's bigger than Sunny Hostin. Sunny Hostin, the descendant of slave traders. Yeah, I don't know if you all know that. Sunny Hostin is the descendant of slave traders, which it wouldn't matter to me normally. I wouldn't care. I mean, we all got a little bit of everything in us, right? Some people got some slave master in them. Some got some slave in them. Some got some Jew in them. Some got some whatever. Don't matter, right? But she's just so pro-black and what the white man did to the people. The white man is the white man. That's Sunny. And it came out that you come from the white man. It's great. It's just, I'm just saying. You guys, the Democratic Party has been detrimental to America since they were created. I want you to think about what I just said. The Democratic Party has been detrimental to the advancement and prosperity of America since its foundation. They are the party of the Triple K movement. They are the party of Jim Crow. They are the party of slavery. They are the party of fighting a whole war to keep slaves. Never forget that. Never forget that. The Democratic Party fought to keep slaves. Who fought to free them? Who was the abolitionists with? The Republicans. Never forget that. So while people will say, oh, the Democrats have helped black people throughout time. No, listen what I'm about to tell you. Democrats will lie and tell you, as a black person in this country, you're marginalized. You're the victim. It's not your fault. It's their fault. It's the white man. And they were the white man. Okay? The Democratic Party were the white man. Understand that. Understand it. Now, Republicans may not come out and promise us as black people anything. They might not come out and say, hey, black people, specifically for you, we're going to do this like the Democrats do. The Democrats promise things and they never deliver. But what the Republicans do is say, yo, if you want to take part in the American dream and you want to grab a hold of your work boots and put them on, or you want to go out and make something of yourself, we will give you the opportunity. That's the difference between the two parties. Say, we ain't trying to give you shit except opportunity. That's the Republicans. The Democrats say, listen, we don't want you to have to do anything. We want you to be able to stay at home and not have to produce any kind of good for society at all. Just depend on us, the government. Trust us with everything. Trust us with your kids. Trust us with your finances. Trust us with your food. Trust us with every single thing. You know, you don't need a car. You don't need a car. We got you. We'll pick you up. We'll drive. That's the Democrat Party. The Republicans say, listen, you can go out and make your way. You can do shit. There's a whole bunch of shit. You could create content. You could create a business. You can sell merch. We'll give you the grants. We'll give you what you need to be able to start it up. Yes, you might have to pay the loans back. If you take a loan, you got to pay the loans back. We're going to try to keep interest low. Republicans give opportunity. Democrats give handouts. That's the difference. Republicans ain't going to tell you shit that they're going to give you and make it seem like a welfare state or any of that. They will provide you the opportunity. The Democrats will give you everything and hold it over you to control you. You can't earn it. You can't earn it with the Democrat Party, because if you earn it, well, then that means you're doing something and you're productive and you're getting your legs up underneath you. No, they got to be the ones that are holding the carpet, holding the house that you live in with the carpet, so they could pull the carpet out. They could come in your house when they want to. They want to take away your rights to defend yourself. They want to do away with the Second Amendment. They don't want you to have a word. They want to take away your freedom of speech. They don't want you to have anything other than what they want to give you. That's the difference. Don't let these people lie to you. Don't let them tell you that Trump's the worst thing in the world, that Trump is a racist. Trump ain't no damn racist. If Trump was a racist, my black ass would still be in prison. All right? He signed that First Step Act. That was Trump. It was Trump that had the economy booming. People say, oh, no, that was a rollover from Obama. No, Obama did some good things for the economy. Not going to take away that from President Obama. And you know what? I got to even say this. Even with all the problems with President Obama that I have, I will say that the man is damn near a constitutionalist. Like, you know, he's not as fucked up as the other Democrats. That's my opinion. I'm just going to throw that out there. But he was a Democrat at the end of the day. So he's not good. But the Republicans, man, and Trump, specifically Trump gives a damn about Americans, regardless of your color. He wants to see Americans prosper. Democrats, they'll tell you they want to see you do good, but then they'll come over here and let all these people come from all over the world. This isn't even just people coming through Mexico that are Mexican. You got people from all over the world coming through the Mexican border underneath Biden's administration with welcome open arms, and they're giving them your money that you worked for. Now, I know it's render unto Caesar what is Caesar and unto God what is God's, right? They can do what they want to do with your tax money, but that's not the way things are supposed to work here in America, you guys. Your hard-earned money is supposed to go for the betterment of your society, not the detriment, not the degeneration of your society. And that's what happens when they allow mass immigration illegally. Okay? And you could see it in every single Democrat city across America that has allowed them to come over. Now, again, not all immigrants are bad people. I got immigrant friends. I love y'all. But if you're here illegally, toodles. Just saying. We got to get our country back on track. Democrats have allowed this chaos to happen. Okay? And it's not shocking. It's not. Joe Biden pardons Hunter Biden. Pardons him after all the lies that he said to you, the people, about his love for the rule of law. He didn't love the rule of law when he opened up them borders. He doesn't love the rule of law. He's pardoning his son. He loves his son. That's the only thing that he loves, to be honest with you, that I could see. Yeah, he's a dedicated daddy. He loves his son. He's cleaning up all his messes. That's how I'll give you that, Joe. You are a great father. I will take my hat off to you on that one. You're doing good by protecting your son. Maybe not raising him so well because, I mean, let's be real. He's on a laptop with what appears to be girls, and doing all kind of drugs. And yeah, it's crazy. It's just a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. God bless him. I hope he gets well. I know they say he's not doing crack no more, but then we had the coke incident inside the White House, and I'm just saying, I don't know. It was between him and Kamala. It was between him and Kamala. I'm sticking by that. Kamala comes from California. She was an escort. You know what I'm saying? She had the party life going. She used to do some shit. I mean, come on. Ain't no way you like 20-something years old and you banging 69-year-old men and, you know, juggling those wrinkly ass balls. I'm just saying. It was between her and Hunter. Somebody had brought that dope into the White House. It was one of them. That's my opinion. For entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I said here today is true, YouTube. It's all for entertainment purposes only. Facebook, entertainment purposes only. Everything here, satire. That's all it is. I'm not telling the truth about nothing. Just saying. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's about all I got. You know, that's about all I got. What's up, Shelly? I appreciate you. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving as well. Yeah, you guys, can y'all do me a favor, please, before you leave? Like this video. Right now, like it, guys. Wherever you're watching from, hit the like button. Share it out. Can I get a repost? All right. Help out a black J6er that ain't never got nothing from the Democrat Party, y'all. Help me out. The views, they pay my bills. So when you guys share this stuff out, it helps a brother. And I need the help. You know, I got a felony. No, ain't this strange? Democrats, I got to tell you this. Pisses me off. Ain't this strange? When I was in prison, right, in the federal prison, and I'm doing the reentry program, they're promising me the world. And they're giving examples. People coming in that were from off the streets that have completed the program and went out back into the world from prison and living successful lives. And it was great. I was excited. I'm like, I'm going to get home. I'm going to give me a good job. And if I was just a regular felon, I'd have a nice ass job right now. All my guys right now that came home from prison, they got good ass jobs, real good jobs. You know what's stopping me from getting a job? Google. When they Google me, it just doesn't show that I'm a felon, that I was a Latin king that sold drugs long ago. No. I'm a J6er. So when they see my black ass on the Capitol with the flag, it's a dead no. It's just a dead no. I'm not getting a job. And I live in blue counties, you know? It sucks. It sucks really bad. So if you want to support me, share my videos out. And if you really want to support me, you could go to awakenotwokestore.com. Got merchandise right there. You know, I got shirts. I got hats. Got all of that stuff. That helps. It helps a brother out. Awakenotwokestore.com. Awakenotwokestore.com. That's how we battle against woke ideologies. And if you really feeling froggy and you want to leap and help your bro out, send me a super chat or become a member of my channel. That always helps too. So with that being said, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. I really do. All of y'all, even the liberals that are watching, as long as they're not liberal women, leftists. I keep saying liberal, leftists, liberals, real liberals, you're okay. Leftists, like you extreme leftists, the ones with the purple hair, and they're like, listen, black guy, I know what's best for you. Listen to me. Them ones. I don't like them. I'll never like them. Leanne, thank you. See, I appreciate that. All day long. That's it. So this is why I do what I do, you guys. I create content because, first off, I love doing it. Second off, this is what pays my bills. Literally, all the views generated, it pays my bills. So even if you can't send nothing, if you can hit that share button and tell everybody, yo, check my man out. He's great. He's a J6er. He's got a foundation, Unite, Don't Fight, you know, Streetlights Unity Movement, which, by the way, we're gearing up to do our first annual Christmas drive. You guys could check that out. I'll post the link later on in the description. Yeah, check it out. It's great. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm about, you know? And lastly, before I get off here, American made. Saved my life. You hear me? That's another thing that I use for my income. But it changed my life. I got cleaning supplies in there. I'm going to do a video again because you probably haven't seen it. But go to Freedom Box info. Freedom Box. Free yourself from the toxic bullshit from all these stores that they sell you, and you bring it into your home and you spraying stuff down, or you're eating garbage, or you need some vitamins or some supplements or whatever the case may be. Maybe you need some soap because the soap that you got breaking your skin out, or laundry soap. Laundry soap goes crazy in my house. I got too many damn kids. So I use American Made. And guess what? It's 9 times concentrated, which means it lasts twice as long as the stuff that you go and get from Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, wherever you go. Go to freedomboxinfo.com if you want to learn more about that. You could be a part of my team. This is the last check that I got was amazing. It helps to pay the bills if you want to do that. And this is how you pay your bills with it. I'm telling you to go to freedomboxinfo.com. And if you go there and you check it out, I get paid. And you can do the same thing. Literally, you tell people at your Thanksgiving dinner or your next Christmas meal, and you say, hey, family, check this out. I got this stuff. It's amazing. And you're going to love it. Promise you that. I drink the coffee. The coffee's A1. freedomboxinfo.com. Go there. Thank you for my moderator. I love you. freedomboxinfo.com. I'm telling y'all, go check it out. Okay? Go and check it out. freedomboxinfo.com. Sign up, or just reach out to me directly if you want to, and we could chop it up. I'll call you. If you're ready to FaceTime, that's what I do. Don't give my number out to nobody, please. I don't want to get doxxed. I'm just kidding. Ain't nobody going to dox me. They don't want the smoke. I'll cuss them out. So, love y'all. I'm going to get off here. Unite. Don't fight. Be a street light. It's only you can be the change you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart. And that is a fact. God bless you guys. Joe Biden, you lying motherfucker. Boy, you just horrible. Horrible. And anybody that supports him, stop. Cut it out. Get with the MAGA gang.